And he came up with the chorus and a little bit of the first verse, and I'm going to do it for you now. He was born in Oklahoma, and his wife's name is old Betty Lou Thelma Liv. He's not responsible for what he'd been doing, 'cause his mother, she made him what he is. And it's up against a wall, redneck mother. I said, mother who has raised your son so well. He's 34 and drinking in a honky-tonk. He's just a kicking the hippies' asses and raising hell. Well, he sure enough does love to drink his Falstaff beer, and he chases it down with I.W. Harper burping liquor. Woo! Nasty stuff. He drives a 1997 GMC pickup truck sideways with a gun rack and a bumper sticker that says, well, of course I'm drunk. What do you think I am, a stunt driver? And it's up against a wall, redneck mother. Ah, help me sing it. Mother who has raised your son so well. He's 34 and drinking in a honky-tonk. What's he doing down there? He's kicking the hippies' asses and raising hell. This is the part where we spell it. If you want to help me. The best thing for you to do is go, Let's hear it better. Now M is for the mud flaps you give me to put on my pickup. I said O is for the oil I find on my hair and in flames in Libya. T is for tired, which we are. H is for haggard, which we're obviously not. Tired and haggard, get it? If everything gonna be alright. And R, of course, is for. And R, of course, is for. And R, of course, is for. Yeah. And it's up against the wall, redneck mother. Ow! I said, mother who has raised your son so well. So well. He's 34 and drinking in a honky-tonk. What's he doing down there? He's kicking the hippies' asses and raising hell. So he had this song written, and I thought that'd be a great idea to sing this song. We should just form a band. So we formed this band, and we pulled the name of the band out of the hat, and it was Texas Fever. And so we called ourselves Texas Fever. We started playing all in the Southwest and the Midwest, all these buckets of blood. And the biggest bucket of blood that we could find to play in was in Monroe, Louisiana, which was Jay's Cockpit Lounge. They had cockfights and bands going on at the same time, and at the end of the evening, they served Loser's Gumbo to the band. True story, true story. And they had this chicken wire fence in front of the band, and if they liked you, they'd throw a wild turkey bottle at you. Them boys are good, you know. And if they didn't like you, they threw the same bottle. So we never knew, do they like us? They not like us. They like us? They not. We were always off center. Well, I thought this was a perfect place to sing Redneck Mother. And Ray was afraid to sing it because he thought he'd get beat up like he had in a bar. So I learned it. About 6-8 months later, I got back with Jerry Jeff on a tour on up in the Pacific Northwest, and we were in Seattle, Washington. Jerry broke a string, and he turned to me and said, Bob, why don't you sing a song? I said, this is my chance. So I sang Redneck Mother. And the place went crazy, and people started pouring beer on their heads and singing along, had this great reaction. The next night, Jerry said, hey, do that song again. I sang it again, same reaction, great. The third night, we're in Hollywood, California, North Hollywood at the Palomino Bar. And our background singers were Robert Duvall and Will Simpson, the big Indian, and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. And they were singing background with us. Jerry said, hey, let's do Redneck Mother, but this time I'm going to sing it. and became his song. So we got to Lukenbach, and we made this record called Viva Terlingua. And Jerry decided he was going to cut this song, and he said, but it's got to have a third verse. And so far, you only got 2 verses and 2 chorus, and you do that weird spelling thing, and everybody goes, but it's got to have a third verse. So I called Ray up, and I said, Ray, we're going to cut your song, Redneck Bayou. He goes, you're kidding. But what's the third verse? Weren't you working on some? He goes, well, I kind of had something like this. So he whispered the secret third verse. Because you came out here tonight, instead of going to South by Southwest, I'm going to sing you the missing third verse to Redneck Mother, and you'll quickly realize why we never put it on the record. And after this, I'm going to take a little break, and we're going to have some dessert and some more chicken. He said this, you know there wouldn't even be any rednecks if redneck mothers weren't around to go their bail. Like Jared Jeff and Ray Wiley and Bobby Bob and Billy Bob and Joe Bobby Rob Bob and all the other Merle Haggards that ever went to jail. And it's up against the wall, redneck mother. See what I mean? I said, mother who has raised your son so well. So well. Yeah, that's good, but you know, I just remembered my favorite bumper sticker of all time. Yeah. But then this is my favorite. I'm still pissed at Yoko. He's 34 and drinking in a honky-tonk. What you doing down there? Kicking the hippies' asses and raising hell. One more time, everybody singing. And it's all redneck mother. I said, mother who has raised your son so well. So well. Who cares? He's 34. He's drinking in a honky-tonk. What you doing down there? He's kicking the hippies' asses and raising hell. And where's he living? Right here, having the time of his life at the Bayou City House Concert, USA! Thank you, folks. Be right back. Don't go away.